lost in rhythm, hearts aligned.
Eventually just pass. The sky is gray and boring, the mood is turning blue. There's nothing really interesting or beautiful to do. Then you pull out your laptop, you say I've got a plan, a rescue mission for our sad and lonely little clan. You hook it to the TV and the screen begins to glow, a portal to a lifetime from a long and sweet ago. Of digital sunshine. And suddenly we're back there on a beach in late July, with the stupid hats we bought and with the sparkle in your eye. And look, there's that old photo of the night we stayed out late, a blurry, perfect monument to our amazing fate. We're laughing at the haircuts, we're laughing at the clothes. The beautiful new story that everybody knows is the one we wrote together, a classic and a smash in a single solitary and a truly hopeful flash. us right now. A beautiful and sacred and a truly binding vow that we will make more memories as perfect as this one, and have a lot more battles with the hot and burning sun. The room is feeling warmer, the rain has lost its sting. The happiness that looking at a photograph can bring is a real and living magic. It's a beautiful design, so thank you for this perfect sweet and digital sunshine.
Final couples laughing as they walk out in the street. A memory of a moment that was so completely sweet. I locked the door behind them. The click is loud and clear, and I'm the only living soul who's left to be in here. The room is full of evidence, a beautiful new mess of a temporary fleeting little shot at happiness. An empty glass and napkin, a chair that's out of place, a story that a stranger has so beautifully just traced. Put a record on now, something soft and low and deep, for all the tired promises that I was bound to keep. I start to wipe the table, and with every single swipe I'm erasing just the memory of a certain special type conversation, of a joke, of a confession and a tear, and all the things you only say when you are safe in here. This isn't cleaning, this is more a sacred little ride, preparing for the darkness of the long and coming night. The chairs around the tables, they're sleeping in the air. I've counted all the money without a single care. The place is clean and ready, it's my solitary quiet and my truly loving run is over for the evening. So I pour myself a drink and take a single moment to just sit and breathe and think. I raise a glass up to the room and everything feels right. And I say a soft and quiet thank you to the ghosts of the good night.
My bed is like an island. The sheets are cool and deep. But I have made a promise that my mind can never keep. To just shut down and give in to the silence of the room and escape the hazy, beautiful encapsulated gloom of my own thoughts. So I get up and walk across the floor and open up the window to ask the world for more. And the quiet that's inside me, I need to hear the sound of the life that's still unfolding on the hard and city ground. And all the concrete lullaby is singing me to sleep with 100 secret promises that it was bound to keep. The sirens are the violins, the traffic is the bass, a strange and perfect orchestra for this amazing place. And I am just a listener, I'm the audience of one, waiting for the magic of the slowly rising sun. With my concrete lullaby, I hear a bottle smashing and a distant muffled cheer, the evidence of someone who is conquering their fear or giving into it. I guess I'll never really know. I'm just watching the beginnings of a strange and lovely show. I hear a train that's rumbling on its old and tired track, a lonely journey forward from which it can't turn back. And every sound's a story of a joy or of a pain, a beautiful and constant and a truly warm, soft rain. My breathing starts to slow now. It's sinking with a hum. My senses are so grateful for every single crumb of life that's being offered from the world that is outside. A place where I can safely and so beautifully just hide. In plain sight, yes, in plain sound, I'm a part of it somehow. that special, sleepy little song for me.
Inside the curtain, a tangle of our arms, and ready for the magic of the coming false alarms.
And then the first of four flashes, a moment to be free, a snapshot of the chaos of my fear, you and me. The second of four flashes, a chance to make a face, the silliest expression in this time. To come sliding from the slot, to see the crazy blurry little evidence we've got.
The strip
of paper comes out and it's perfect and it's wrong, a visual reminder of our favorite happy song. It's the only souvenir we need, the only thing that matches the story of our friendship and the story of four flashes. 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 Perfect
sun is a warm blanket, the shade is a cool sheet. The rhythm of the ocean is a slow and steady beat. My book is lying open, face down upon the sand, in this lazy, hazy, beautiful and truly promised land. My thoughts are getting blurry, they're losing all their edge. I'm standing on a very comfortable and sleepy ledge, between the world of waking and the world of letting go. A quiet and a truly satisfying, gentle flow. I'm caught inside a tidal dream, a beautiful design, where your world and my worlds so perfectly combine. My thoughts, they drift in with the waves, and then they drift right out. I have no room for worry, I have no room for doubt. I'm just a willing prisoner of this amazing lazy scene, a happy, sleepy, sun-drenched and a truly blessed machine in this tidal dream. In this tidal dream. I hear a distant radio, it's playing some soft pop, a melody of summer that I hope will never stop. I hear some children laughing as they run in from the phone, a feeling that's as comfortable as finally being home. The ice cream seller's calling, his voice is faint and thin, a battle with the sound of waves that he can never win. And all these sounds are weaving a tapestry for me, a soundtrack for the laziest of any man's grand sea. The breeze picks up a little, it's nature's gentle sigh, a cool and sweet relief beneath the hot and endless sky. I open up my eyes now for a second just to see the diamond-studded water that is sparkling for me. It's all too bright, too beautiful, I have to close them fast and pray to God this perfect lazy feeling's going to last. I'm sinking back into it, so happy and so deep, a promise that my tired and my weary soul will keep.
The bar we left is closed now. They've kicked us to the street with a hunger for a different. muffled, tempting sound from a tiny little alley where no fun should be around. We follow it like sailors who are drawn towards a song, to a place where we so perfectly and beautifully belong. A courtyard full of strangers with the friendliest of eyes, beneath the dark and endless and the unforgiving skies. We found a hidden treasure, a secret little spot, by trusting in the only single guiding light we've got.
We won't stay here for long though. The mission is to roam, to find 100 different and 100 better homes.
We're not looking for a harbor, we are in love with the sea. The feeling of just moving and the feeling of being free.
The city is a playground that is sleeping and awake for any of the chances that we are prepared to take.
So let's pick another color, another distant spark, and write our names with our own feet across the sleeping dark.
I'm at this party feeling fine, just sipping on some cheap white wine. The conversation's light and bland, the kind I'll never understand. I'm nodding, smiling, playing along, just another face in the throng. But then the DJ plays that track, and suddenly I'm taken back to a place of sand and heat and sun. Before this newer life begun, the melody, the synth, the steel drum, my senses are completely numb. And I'm dancing with that summer's ghost to the song that we both love the most, on that distant and tropical coast. You're the one that I still miss the most. So I'll raise up my glass in a toast to dancing with that summer's ghost. I see you with your sun-bleached hair, without a single worldly care. Your laughter in the salty air, a vision that is beyond pair. We danced all night beside the sea. You said you were in love with me. We thought that feeling would not end, my lover and my closest friend. The seasons change and people do. A summer promise falls right through, and all I have to bring me back is this forgotten party track. your sweet memory goes. I'm back inside this crowded room, surrounded by a different gloom. The spell is broken, I am here. The vision is no longer clear, but for a moment I was there. I felt the sun, I breathed the air. And even though it brings me pain, I hope he plays that song again, so I can close my eyes and be with you right here next to me.
The party lights are fading. We're walking through the town, a little bit exhausted from the ups and from the downs. The air is warm as water. The moon is full and wide. And you suggest a final crime to celebrate the night. The public pool is sleeping. It's closed and locked and deep. 100 tempting secrets that its quiet waters keep. So we climb the wire fencing with a wild and beating heart. The perfect thrilling ending for our work of living art.
Oh, this is our midnight swim, a secret we will hold, more precious than a story that is ever to be told. The water is like silver, the world is hushed and deep, a promise that the darkness and that all of us will keep. We're breaking all the rules for a reason that's so right, to steal a piece of magic from the middle of the night in our midnight swim. I'm diving in the deep end. The cold is like a kiss, a shocking and a beautiful and truly welcome bliss. It washes off the party, the smoke and all the sweat, the best and coldest feeling that I think I've ever met. And underwater silence, a peaceful, muffled world, where all my complicated thoughts have finally been uncurled. We are just moving shadows in the dark and glowing blue, the luckiest and bravest and the truly chosen few. We're floating on our backs now and looking at the sky without a single reason, without a reason why. And all the city's anger, it's miles and miles away from the quiet, stolen beauty of this perfect hideaway. This moment is more real than anything we've done, a battle with the boring world that we have truly won. We'll disappear before the sun
a summer night can give.
The playlist has run out now. The final song has died. The stories have been told and all the tears have been all cried. The party is a memory. The ghosts are in the chairs. Beautiful collection of our worries and our cares. And we are the survivors, the ones who stayed awake for goodness and for glory, and for our own damn fool's sake. We have no need for sleeping. We have no need for dreams. We're the captains of the strangest, of the strangest of all teams. And we're waiting for the first light, the whisper of the sun. It's a brand new day beginning, a chance to start again. A quiet and a holy and a truly sacred amen. We're waiting for the first light. Of the nightly urban scene. The streetlights are still burning, but they look a little tired, like all of their illusions, and their magic has expired. A single bird starts singing, ground. And then the first truck rumbles, a low and steady groan. The city is remembering a world it's always known. And then it happened slowly, a crack upon the edge of a dark and sleeping planet on a lonely little edge. A sliver, then a promise, then a burning golden line. A beautiful and holy and a truly welcome sign. It hits our faces, we are bathed in brand new virgin rays, and all the darkness of the night and all the tired haze just melts away like sugar. Our souls are washed and clear. The battle has been won, and the brand new day is here. see is a circuit board of light, a million different stories burning in the concrete night. But up here on the rooftop, we've escaped the traffic's roar. The only thing that's rushing is the beat that hits the floor. The air is warm with chatter and the scent of summer rain. The subtle chord progression starts to wash away the pain. I'm leaning on the railing, watching headlights swim and gleam, caught up inside the motion of this wake and walk and dream. And we get so high on the feeling, call it rooftop elevation, losing all our senses in the synthwave situation. Yeah, the bass line is the anchor, but it's setting my soul free. Up here above the chaos with the city watching me. The groove is running through my veins, a clean and perfect flow. This is the only therapy my spirit needs to know. DJ keeps it understated, smooth and never deep. He's planting sonic seeds for all the promises we'll keep. To dance until the morning, to connect without a word. The most important message is the one that's being heard through filtered hi-hats, whispering in past that gently swell. He's casting a hypnotic, undeniable spell. I see you moving through the crowd. You catch my eye and smile. We can forget about tomorrow, stay right here a little while. And we get so high on the feeling, call it rooftop elevation, losing all our senses in this synthwave situation. Yeah, the bass line is the anchor, but it's setting my soul free. Up here above the chaos with the city watching me. The groove is running through my veins, a clean and perfect flow. This is the only therapy my spirit needs to know. It's not about the wildness, it's about the steady grace of finding your own rhythm in this elevated space. The neon signs below us paint your face in pink and blue. And for a second nothing else exists but this whole view. The problems of the daytime seem a universal way. We'll let the music guide us to the break of a new day. A sanctuary built on sound, a fortress in the sky. I breathe it in and wonder, man, I never felt this high.
The sun bleeds out across the bay, final fiery kiss, painting gold on everything that we will come to miss. The daytime heat is surrendering a soft and humid sigh, and I can feel the bass drum kick beneath the fading sky. Salt is on my skin, the breeze is whispering a name. The DJ plays that hazy track, it's a slow burning flame. We're just shadows moving, waiting for the beat to call, ready to forget the world and give the moment all. Oh, the rhythm is alive. have to go. Every scent is washing over like a warm and endless tide. In the pulse of this deep house, there is nothing left to hide. Just a glowing haze feeling where the ocean meets the sound. This is where the real me, the free me, can be temporary tribe united in this space. Oh, the rhythm is a lifeline in the summer overflow, pulling me in deeper, telling me where I have to go. Every scent is washing over like a warm and endless tide. In the pulse of this deep house, there is nothing left to hide. Just a glowing hazy feeling where the ocean meets sound. This is where the real me, the free me, can be drips. I take a sip and lose myself between my waiting lips. The melody is building with a soulful distant voice. It's telling us a story that we don't have any choice but to let go of the pressure, let the harmony ascend. This perfect summer evening that we wish would never end. It's more than just a party, it's a spiritual release, a temporary heaven. I just fell in after peace. The station lights are humming, the platform's cold and bare. There's a feeling of departure in the cool nighttime air. We were supposed to go home, back to our separate rooms, and surrender to the silence of our ordinary tunes.
But you just had that look that I have seen 1,000 times, the one that's getting ready for the sweet and victimless crimes. You said the next train coming will take it to the end, the beginning of a new adventure, my amazing friend. We're riding on the neon rails, a blur of city light, disappearing beautifully into the deep dark night. The rhythm of the track is the only beat we need. A hungry soul's desire is the only thing we feed. We don't know where we're going, we just know we have to go. Putting on our favorite and a wild and crazy show upon these neon rails. The carriage is our kingdom, it's empty and it's ours. We're counting all the stations and the distant lonely stars. The flash between the buildings as we're picking up the speed. versions of who we are right now. A little bit more brave and free than we would dare allow ourselves to be on any other night, but not today. We're the kings and queens of running in a beautiful way.
The tunnel is a disco with its flashing warning lights.
One of the most simple and most beautiful of sights.
It feels like we are flying through the veins of this old town.
The only people going up when everyone is down. The final station's coming, a name we've never seen. A quiet suburban platform, so impossibly clean. We step out on the concrete, the train begins to sigh. We have no plan, no map, just the big and open sky. The last car has departed, the house is finally still. There's a bottle on the table and a little bit of spill of red wine, like a secret that somebody had to tell. Underneath the summer night's intoxicating spell. But I don't wanna sleep yet, I'm drawn out to the blue. A silent and a perfect and a catnip in view. The swimming pool is waiting, like a secret I must keep, while the rest of this hold tighter in this happy house asleep. And I'm mesmerized by the underwater light, so beautifully, strangely, and unnaturally bright. It makes the water tremble, it makes the ripples gleam. The fabric of a waking and a truly liquid dream. It's calling me to join it, to leave the world above. A silent invitation from a strange and mystic love is beautiful and eerie underwater light. I'm sitting on the edge now, the concrete's cool and clean, and I am the sole audience for this amazing scene. I dip my feet into it, the shock is cold and deep. A promise that my tired and my weary soul will keep. My own reflection shatters into a million little bits, as a new and strange reality so perfectly just fits. The patterns are a language that I'm starting to command, a story that I'm hoping I will learn to understand. The music from the party is a ghost inside my head, a soundtrack for the million little things I left unsaid. But here there is no talking, there is no need to try to be a different person underneath a different sky. This world below the surface is honest and it's pure.
a quiet and a beautiful and a truly tempting lure. I won't slide in completely, I will stay up here instead and let the underwater light just paint my dreams.
The sun is warm and easy, it's filtered by the trees. There's a little bit of magic in the lazy summer breeze. The playlist is perfect, it's a hazy melody, a remedy for tired minds and for exhausted feet. I got a bottle of a cold beer, condensation on the glass, a sign that this good feeling is a feeling that will last. The smell of burning charcoal, the sound of laughing friends, a day of simple beauty on which everything depends. Oh, it feels so good to be barefoot on the grass, letting all the perfect and the golden moments pass, without a need to hold them, without a need to change. Just a simple, easy smile upon my happy sun-kissed face. No shoes, no news, no worries, just a casual, happy class of the masters of the good life, who were barefoot on the grass. I'm watching you pretending that you know just how to grill, and telling everyone you have a legendary skill. While Nikki's in the hammock, pretending he's asleep, a secret he is hoping that the two of us can keep. The kids are in the sprinkler, the screaming is a song of a place where absolutely nothing can go wrong. It's a mosaic of the good stuff, a tapestry of light, and every single detail is so perfectly so right. The shadows are getting longer now, the day is winding down. The king has lost his beautiful and temporary crown. The sun is getting sleepy, and so are all of us, in a comfortable and lazy and truly happy buzz. We'll probably stay here talking till the moon is in the sky, without a good excuse and without a reason why. This is the only answer to the questions that you ask. To be here in this moment and to make the good times last.
We had no plan, we had no map. We fell into the city's trap. The night was young, the air was warm, the calm before the coming storm. We left the quiet neighborhood for something that was understood, to be the place we had to find, to leave our boring lives behind. We heard a beat from down the street, a muffled tent in distant street, a whisper on the summer breeze that rustled through the sleeping trees. So we just follow the sound, follow the sound, let our feet just lift right off the ground. We're gonna follow the sound all over this town, till the perfect party can be found. We're gonna pass it around, this feeling profound, that tonight we're the kings of this ground. It led us down an alleyway where hidden nightlife comes to play, to a door without a sign, a secret hedonistic shrine. The music got much louder then, a sanctuary for lost men and women who just wanna be completely, absolutely free. The doorman saw it in our eyes. He didn't need to hear our lies. He just smiled and let us pass into the moving, pulsing mass. And now we're here, we're in the mix. We're getting our collective kicks. We don't know who and we don't know where. We just know that we're finally there, the place we were supposed to be, a temporary family, united by the simple quest to put our spirits to the test. So if you're ever lost at night, just guided by the pale moonlight, don't use your eyes, just use your ears, and you can conquer all your fears.
The sun was getting lazy, a perfect afternoon. The DJ was playing our favorite hazy little tune. The air was thick with laughter, the vibe was loose and free, a paradise of people between the sand and sea. The heat was so insistent, a blanket we were under, and then the sky turned purple with a distant sound of thunder. A single dropped in 2 and 3, a warning from the sky, a question for the party that was asking, do we fly? And oh, the warm rain came down, a sudden sweet release. warm rain. And suddenly the party had a different kind of soul. A wild and new intention of completely losing all control. We're splashing in the puddles, we're dancing in the mud. A beautiful and messy and a truly cleansing flood. The music keeps on playing, it's mixing with the sound of the million drops of water that are hidden on the ground. Your hair is sticking to your face, your smile is wide and true. The happiest I think that I have ever seen. All of you. And just as fast it's over, the clouds all roll away to the beautiful remainder of a truly perfect day. The sun comes out and steams the sand, and everything just gleams. The aftermath of one of our most truly crazy dreams. And we are the survivors, the ones who stayed outside, the ones who had the courage to enjoy the crazy ride. The party is still going, but it's better than before. A legend that the rest of them will sadly just ignore. The keys in the ignition, the tank is full of gas. I'm leaving all my worries in the city's hazy glass. They're shrinking in my rearview, I'm picking up the speed, fulfilling a truly basic and a very simple need. The sun is in my sunglasses, the music's in my soul. I've given up my desperate and my weak attempt to control. The road is hot and empty, the sky is big and blue, and I'm doing the one thing that I've been needing to just do. And all the salt and asphalt, a perfume in the air, a mixture of the freedom and the total lack of care. The wind is my companion, the engine is my friend, on this perfect winding story that I hope will never end. I'm just a happy captain of this four-wheel rusty ship. A simple smile of freedom isn't printed on my lip, with the salt and asphalt. The ocean is a mirror, it's flashing in my eye as another perfect empty little hidden beach goes by. And every curve is different, a new and stunning view that makes the whole entire world feel like it's fresh and new. I'm not trying to get somewhere, I'm not trying to arrive, I'm just trying to remember how it feels to be alive. And it's working, yes it's working, the magic has begun. The perfect combination of the road and the hot sun. dusty little patch, a moment from the real world that I really need to snatch. I'll kill the engine's silence, just the crashing of the waves and the calling of the seagull that is expertly behaved. He's floating on the updraft and I am floating too, on the beauty of this moment and this endless shade of blue. I'll stay here for a minute and then I'll be on my way, the king of this amazing and this truly perfect day.
Done its duty. It's getting tired now and taking its final elegant and truly graceful bow. We're sitting on the terrace above the sleeping vines and reading all the stories in the bottles, lovely lines. The cork comes out with a soft sigh, a promise is released for all the hidden stories and the worries that have ceased to matter for this moment as I begin to pour a liquid kind of history and so much more. And in this golden hourglass, the light is soft and deep, a collection of the promises that all of us will keep. The wine, it tastes of memory, the sun, it tastes of time, a beautiful and perfect and a truly magic crime. We're stealing this one moment from the future and the past, a feeling that we all know is too perfect to just last. In our golden hourglass, I take a sip and I am back in another time and place, a younger, different version of my own entire face. And I tell you, you remember, and of course you say you do, 'cause we're all reading from the same old book, me and them and you. And the stories start to flow now, they're easy and they're warm, the shelter that we've built to keep us safe from any storm. Our friendship is the vineyard and the wine is just the proof of the beautiful and sacred and the everlasting tree. The bottle's almost empty, the sun is almost gone, a perfect screenplay for the play that we have drawn. And a quiet settles over us, we don't need to speak a language of the strong who grateful and our golden hourglass. The metal door is heavy, the lock is old and worn, a secret that protects me from the moment I was born. Into this world of hurry, into this world of noise, and all the million frantic and intimidating ploys. I climb the final ladder and I step out in the air and leave behind the worry and the soul-destroying care. Up here the only sounds are the wind and my own heart, the perfect sacred ending for the painful daily start. This is my concrete kingdom, my empire of the light that stretches to the edges of my vision in the night. The buildings are my mountains, the streets are my canals, my beautiful and complicated silent loyal pals. I am the lonely monarch, there is no one else to see, the quiet watching ruler of this whole society. In my concrete kingdom, I'm walking to the ledge now, and I'm looking at the floor of the tiny little headlights in the busy world below. They are all in such a hurry to get to where they'll be. A million different stories that have nothing to do with me. And from this high above them, my own problems feel so small, like I could take and drop them and they'd never even fall. With any kind of meaning, with any kind of sound, upon the unforgiving and the hard and solid ground. The ventilation systems are breathing slow and deep, like gentle sleeping giants who are talking in their sleep. I am a part of this machine, a secret moving part that has a very special and a very quiet art of watching and of listening, of feeling and of being the most important witness to this monumental seeing. I'll stay here for an hour and then I'll go back down. The secret humble owner of the most amazing crown. We stumbled through the front door, the club had shut us out. We were full of a new
The day has finally given up to put up a good fight and surrendered its position to the forces of the night. I found my canvas cradle, it's hanging from a tree, a perfect spot for someone who is desperate to be free. I'm looking up at all the stars through a canopy of leaves, a pattern that so beautifully and magically just weaves a blanket of protection, a roof upon my soul, a feeling of completely losing all of my control. And I'm swaying to my heartbeat, a slow and easy rhythm that is wonderfully sweet. The world is rocking gently, it's rocking me to sleep, with promises the darkness will most definitely keep. I'm letting go of everything, the bitter and the sweet, and drifting on the comfort of my hammock heartbeat. My eyes are closed, I'm listening to the concert of the bugs, the gentle hums, the quiet clicks, the soft and friendly shrugs of a world that comes alive when all the humans go to bed. A million tiny stories are unfolding in my head, and underneath it all I hear a deep and distant bass from a party that is happening in some forgotten place. And all the different rhythms, they all seem to combine and create a new dimension that is totally divine. I'm floating in the darkness, I'm not asleep, not awake, for goodness and for everybody's and for my own damn sake. I'm in a state of limbo, a perfect sweet design, where the worries of the world are no longer truly mine. The motion is the answer, a slow and steady sway that carries all my troubles to a place that's far away. I'm in sync with the planet, I'm in time with the whole sky, and I don't have a question and I don't have a reply.
The sun is down, the day is done, my second life has just begun. I turn the speakers up real loud, separating from the crowd. The deep house beat begins to play, it washes all the stress away. It's just for me, this private show that helps my inner spirit grow. The mirror shows a tired face, but I will leave it with no trace. This is my temple, this my art, the way I choose to set apart. This is my ritual, the beat and the light, the transformation in the fading night. Painting my armor, preparing for flight, making me feel like I'm shining so bright. This is my ritual to own the whole night. Yeah, my beautiful ritual, it feels the best part of myself, the one who waits all day to be unleashed and elegant and free. The bass is vibrating the floor, I'm almost ready for the door. One final glance and no one smile. I've created my own style. The city's calling out my name to join this wild and burning game. Ooh, I've got the rhythm in my soul. I'm ready now to lose control. So I turn the music down and leave with a few new tricks up my sleeve. The air in here is stereo. It's silent and it's bright. A temple made of marble and of artificial light. The bottles are like jewels. They're sitting in a row. 100 different stories that are waiting for their show. I pick a heavy crystal one. It's cool against my hand. A language that I'm hoping I will learn to understand. I spray it on a paper strip and close my weary eyes and wait to be transported by the beautiful surprise. And oh, it is a phantom kiss, a ghost upon my skin, a memory of a lover and of where and when we've been. This fragrance is a time machine. It's beautiful and brief, a captivating, wonderful and soul-destroying thief that steals the present moment and takes me to the past. A feeling that's too powerful and beautiful to last. Just a perfect phantom kiss. Just a perfect phantom kiss. The next one that I try is of citrus and of sun, a memory of a summer when my life had just begun to open like a flower. I was careless and so young, with a language of adventure on my unexperienced tongue. I can almost feel the heat now, I can almost taste the wine, a feeling of pure freedom that was so completely mine. It's amazing how a single scent can bring it all right back, a forgotten little detail from a well-worn beaten track. The last one is of leather and of smoke and winter rain, a beautiful and complicated and a truly lovely pain of a romance in the city that was destined just to fail, a wonderfully dramatic and a truly epic tale. I put the papers down now. I will not buy a thing. projector starts to work. A familiar, hopeful sound. We're all spread out on blankets on the cool and friendly ground. The sun is finally giving up. The day has lost its fight and left us with the comfort of a perfect summer night.
A beam of dusty light cuts through the darkness and the trees and carries the first images upon the gentle breeze.
The opening credits roll and we all give a little cheer. So happy that the moment that we wanted is right here.
Oh, we're watching flickering ghosts up on the screen, the most beautiful and tragic that the world has ever seen. They're living and they're dying for us underneath the stars and healing all our secret and our unacknowledged scars.
We're sharing in a dream that is 100 years old,
A beautiful new story that is waiting to be told.
by the flickering ghosts. I'm passing you the popcorn that is just a bit too salt. Wonderful and classic and a truly lovely fall.
I'm watching you react to all the shadows and the light. Your face is so rich and so beautiful and bright.
I'll admit that I'm not focused on the story or the plot. I'm more in love with the scene here and the magic that we've got.
The sound of your soft laughter, a firefly goes past.
A moment that I know is gonna have to last. The hero says the last line, the music starts to swell,
It's put us all under a truly captain spell.
and for a single moment the world is hushed and deep. A promise that our happy, tired, and our weary souls will keep. The movie was a good one, but the night was better still. A memory we've created with our own collective will. We'll forget about the story, but we'll always see the host of our own happy memories and these flickering ghosts.
The digital is tiring, the cold and perfect stream, the shadow of a shadow of a long forgotten dream. So tonight I'm going backwards to a time I've never known, to a throne of worn out leather that I've made my very own. I pull the record from the sleeve, I hold it to the light, a circle full of magic in the soft and yellow night. I give it a soft, gentle clean, a careful loving wipe. sinking in the armchair, and I'm closing both my eyes, forgetting all the cheap talk and the comfortable low life. I'm traveling in time now, I'm floating on the sound, on this sacred, old and truly well-respected ground. I'm thinking of the people who heard this song before, in 100 different bedrooms, behind 100 different doors. We're connected by the rhythm, we're connected by the groove, a secret old society that time cannot remove. The little pops and crackles are the markings of the years, the souvenirs of parties and of laughter and of tears. The imperfections are the things that make it so complete, a little bit of bitter that just magnifies the sweet. This music feels like friendship, it feels like solid wood, something that is honest and is truly understood. It's a ghost within the speakers who is telling me the facts, the moment that I placed a lonely needle on the wax.
He's dressed in head to toe in unassuming black so that his genius can all show. He's talking to a woman with a terrifying purse, who nods at every word he says as if he's a new church. The students are all gathered by the complimentary bar and dreaming of the day that they will be a brand new star. I see you through the crowd and we both share a little smile. We've been watching the same movie for a long and lovely while. And then the crowd begins to thin, the volume starts to fade. A beautiful departure from the noisy masquerade. And suddenly the paintings can begin to breathe again and tell their silent stories of their pleasure and their pain. They feel so much more honest without the competition of the 100 different actors and their desperate ambition. Now it's only me and them. The truth is coming through. The party's finally over and the art feels fresh and new. The laundromat was buzzing with a sad and tired sound as our lonely clothes were turning, going round and round and round. The lighting was offensive, a sickly shade of green, the most depressing, boring, and uninteresting of scenes. We were waiting for the cycle to be well and truly done. The opposite of magic, the opposite of fun. Then you pulled out your speaker with the devil in your eye and said, I dare you not to dance, I dare you just to try. This is our guerrilla disco, our party on the run, a revolution started for the sake of having fun. The dance floor is wherever we are wanting it to be, our own exclusive, wonderful and wild society. So let the world keep staring, we really do not care. We've got the beat, we've got our friends, the party's everywhere. Oh, our guerrilla disco. The first beat dropped so heavy, it shook the soapy air. We saw a woman staring with a truly vacant glare. At first we were embarrassed, and then we lost the shame and started up a party that we knew we had to claim. We're dancing on the benches, we're voguing by the soul, we're filling this sad lonely place with a ridiculous new hope. You just need a friend to write a different story and a much, much better end. We're starting a new movement, a beautiful attack on all the boring moments that you never can get back. So when you're feeling lonely and you're feeling sad and low, just start your own damn party and see how far you'll go. The day is blushing, saying bye beneath the vibrant magenta sky. The first few guests have just arrived, feeling refreshed and so revived. The lounge music is soft and chic, a promise of the coming week, of relaxation and of fun for each and every single one. The clinking eyes, the gentle talk, the slow and unhurried walk from the terrace to the bar beneath the lonely evening star. Underneath the magenta sky, all our hopes are flying so high. We don't need to know the reason why this perfect moment is passing by. Let's just live it, you and I, underneath the magenta sky. I see you standing by the rail, a classic timeless fairy tale. You're looking out across the sea, you're looking over here at me. A subtle smile, a gentle nod. Is this a message from a god? That tonight might be the one for more than just some simple fun. The atmosphere is charged and new, a canvas of the deepest blue is taking over from the red. A sleepy daytime goes to bed. The DJ feels a changing mood, the energy is now imbued with something deeper. Let's control the story that is getting bold. The tempo starts to slowly rise, you can see it in our eager eyes. We're ready for the night to start, to play our own distinctive part. This is the moment, sweet and clean, the start of an amazing scene. And it began with just a sigh beneath a beautiful magenta sky.
I dropped the bags right by the door, I didn't look inside. There was a bigger, better world I didn't want to hide from anymore. So I just walked right to the balcony and let the humid salt back in my soul. Suffocating socks and liberate my feet from their dark and sweaty box. I find a linen shirt that's all wrinkled from the case, and it feels like a baptism, a truly saving grace. I pour a glass of something with some ice that cracks and pops. The ceremony started with a few transparent drops of condensation rolling down the side of the cold glass, a sign that all the bad times will eventually just pass. I'm sitting and I'm watching the sun begin to fade, a masterpiece of color that the universe has made. My phone is still turned off, it is lying in my bed, a white and plastic symbol of forgotten little flag of a country I am visiting, but where I do not live. I've got nothing else to offer and nothing left to give to that world tonight, 'cause my new life has just begun, a quiet revolution with the setting of the sun.
Regarde une ville la nuit depuis un tour d'appartement, en ressentant son pour une entité vivante. The room behind us darkness, I've turned off every light to give myself completely to the beauty of the night. I'm standing by the window, my forehead on the glass, watching all the moments of the city as they pass. A million little lives below, a million little sparks, leaving their electric and their temporary marks. The world is like a circuit board, a complex grand design, and for a single moment it feels totally mine. And I can feel the city veins, I feel the steady hum, for all the lives that will be lost and all that will become. It's a river of pure electricity, a current in the dark, a beautiful and violent and a truly hopeful spark. The beat is in the pavement, the pulse is in the drains. I'm just a blood cell floating through the city's glowing veins. A distant ambulance is painting the street in red and blue, a silent, frantic story of somebody getting through. Or maybe not, I'll never know. The light just fades away. Another city
of all the happy people on that sacred magic ground. I'm the keeper of the secrets that the city wants to tell. A lonely, happy watcher in a high-rise glass hotel. There is a strange new comfort in this anonymity, a feeling that this creature is a real companion to me. It doesn't ask me questions, it doesn't judge my soul. It just keeps on existing and it makes me feel so whole. It breathes and sweats and shivers, it breathes and sweats and shivers. It groans and wakes and sleeps, it groans and wakes and sleeps. And all my little secrets are the ones it safely keeps. I'm not just in the city is in me, a beautiful and endless and a wild society. The sun has bled away, just a final golden ray, but the heat it lingers on, a promise of the dawn. Salt is on my skin, the evening's pulling in, and the palms begin to sway. They know just what to say. A whisper of the breeze, a smile on every face. We're drawn into the sound on this sacred ground. The tiki torches glow, putting on a secret show. Yeah, the world is far away, we're living for today. In this tropic haze, we lose the track of days. Underneath the neon moon, we're chasing a new tune. The rhythm takes control, a story for the soul. Let the ocean wash it clean, this unforgettable scene. In this tropic haze, we're caught in a happy maze, and we'll dance until the light burning ever so bright. Flickering lights paint shadows on the sand. I feel you take my hand, a language I understand. No need for any words, we're flying like the birds, completely wild and free. Just you and them and me. The DJ plays that track,
collage of moments we collect, with nothing to protect. Our hearts are open wide with the turning of the tide, and every single beat feels so perfectly complete. The stars are watching us, and then we put our trust to guide us through the dark and leave a lasting mark until the morning sun. We know this night has won, and we'll never be the same after whispering its name. After whispering its name. After whispering its name.
The main event is dead and gone, but we are still holding on. The chosen few, the final crew, with nothing better left to do than move the party to this place. A quiet mammalia space. Speakers here are small and tin, but we just let the music in. We're sitting on the floor in chairs, forgetting all our worldly cares. The vibe is mellow, soft and deep, while the rest of the whole world's asleep. We're just waiting for the after party sun to tell us that the magic here is done. But until then we'll be the only ones. Yeah, the night is over, but we're still on the run, and we'll keep this going till the after party sun shows us that a newer day has begun. The conversation's real and low. We've got nowhere we have to go. We're talking truth, we're talking dreams, or so at least that's how it seems. The high is gone, the rush is past. This is the feeling that will last. The true connection, soul to soul, has become our final goal. You're telling me about your life, the joy, the struggle, and the strife, and I am hanging on each word, the clearest sound I've ever heard. A sliver of the palest gold, a story that is centuries old, is creeping through the window pane, a wash of watercolor rain. The birds are starting out to sing the life that a new day will bring. Our time is almost at an end, my brand new unexpected friend. We smile because we know it's true. Our magic night is almost through. So let's go out and greet the day and let the music fade away.
I'm looking at your faces in the soft and fading light. The perfect final moments of a truly perfect night. The city is a blanket of a million little sparks, and we are the creators of our own and lovely marks. I see the flickering ghosts of all the stories that we told. I see the neon map that made us feel so brave and bold. And in this moment I just know, with clarity so deep, this is a single memory that our older souls will keep. Oh, this night is on an infinite loop, a perfect little story from our crazy happy group. We'll play it back in winter, we'll play it in the rain, to feel this perfect moment again and again and again. It's the song of who we are now. It's the rhythm and the scoop, our beautiful and perfect sweet and infinite loop. I see the first light coming, that old and faithful friend that used to be the signal of a truly tragic end. But tonight it doesn't scare me. Tonight it feels so right. A witness to the beauty of a long and lovely flight. We didn't find this moment, we built it from the ground. With every joke and story, and with every single sound, we made a little magic, a temporary stay, at the center of the universe, at the closing of the day. So let's raise a final glass up, but not to say goodbye to the starlight, our spirit in the starlight in our eye. This isn't an ending, it is a promise that we'll make for our own future happiness and for our own damn sake. To keep on chasing feelings that are this beautifully true, with the best and strangest, beautiful and truly hopeful crew. The song is fading out now, but we will regroup and play it again forever on our infinite loop.
The final soft announcement has been whispered from above, a gentle, kind reminder of the place I truly love. The other lonely readers are all drifting to the door, and soon there will be nothing but the quiet at the core. The staff is moving slowly. There used to ghosts like me who linger in the eye On the spines of all the books and giving them my grateful and my appreciative looks. Each one is a new doorway, each one is a new friend, a story that is waiting for its beginning and its end. I am surrounded by the greatest minds that ever lived, and all the beautiful and crazy gifts they've ever given to the world. And I feel humbled and I feel so very small, just standing in the quiet of this consecrated hall.
Outside just disappeared, a memory of the rain, a different kind of reality for my overloaded brain. I'm diving underground now, the entrance is a mouth that's taking me away from the cold north to the warm south of my own imagination. The sound is all around, a steady humming, comforting and truly muffled sound. The music in my car just seems to sync up with the lights. One of the most simple and most beautiful of sights. And I am in the orange cascade, a river of pure light that's pulling me along through the darkness of the night. The rhythm is a heartbeat, it's steady and it's deep, with 100 secret promises that tunnel's bound to keep. Hypnotic design, a perfect golden ladder of a long and endless line. There is no destination, there's no place I have to be. I'm just a piece of metal in a soul that is set free in this perfectly constructed and so temporary too. A beautiful and silent and a truly magic loop for my own thoughts. They're sliding, they're fluid and they're fast. A feeling that's too perfect and too clinical to last. I see a circle up ahead, a pinprick of white light, the promise of the ending of this short and lovely flight. The city reappears now, a beautiful attack, a world that I had left behind that's glad to have me back. I'm driving out the tunnel, I'm blinking in the dark, leaving my own special in my temporary remark on that moment of perfection. But I'm carrying the grade of the beauty of my perfect sweet and orange cascade.